Hello, I'm Mrs. Melanin.
And I'm Beleaf Mel.
And we're here with episode 51 of
How Married.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Let's try it again. And we're here with okay, I only say that part. And we're here with episode 52 of How Married Are You?
Yo.
Hi.
Yo, back with another one.
Another one.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay, so we're the Henrys.
Yeah, we're the Henrys. And I go by Beleaf. I used to rap. I still rap kind of. But yeah, I used to rap, started a YouTube channel called Beleaf in Fatherhood. That's Beleaf in Fatherhood. And yeah, we've been doing that for about 4 years. And just last year we started this podcast. Last May we started this podcast, and it was just kind of an idea that has become kind of a way we, I don't know,
spend time with each other.
Each other, and this is like therapy, kind of, but not real therapy. Just kind of like, you know, just kind of coming back to center, I feel.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And so we're back with another one.
We are.
And this is a Tuesday.
Yes.
And so Tuesdays are a little bit different. We kind of go through a dilemma that someone else may have had during the week. Some of our single friends may have had during the week, or even married friends. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we try to add value back to the single people and give a little bit of advice of what we would do if we were in your situation. But first, before we do that, we always do our chocolate baby story time. Are you ready for chocolate baby story time, baby?
I'm ready for chocolate baby story time.
It's chocolate baby story time.
All right, I want to go first. We talked about a little bit last week about how we went to Disney World.
I was going to tell a Disney World story.
But we didn't talk about how much Anaya was so excited.
You're whack for that. That was literally going to be my story.
All right, well, go ahead. Take it.
Well, go ahead.
No.
Okay, so guys, oh my goodness. So, honestly, okay, so the bummer part about our trip was that we were there to shoot a commercial and Anaya couldn't be in it. And so...
Because she's SAG.
Which you guys, you may or may not know what that is. And so anyway, so a lot of times we would be in the morning, we would do our shoots, and then we would kind of link up with my mom and Anaya and Uzi. And so there were times when like we were at the park already, so you'd be like, let's just kind of do something or whatever. And we would. And so the kids, like the boys are kind of just, you know, too cool or whatever for really anything. And so when we would link back up with Anaya, her excitement would penetrate each and every one of our souls. And all of a sudden, the tiredness that we had felt from doing the commercial shoot or whatever was going on in our minds, bodies, and souls, it would just all fade away because Anaya would come over here like just like squealing with excitement. Like, it was the most precious, the most genuine, the most beautiful thing that you could ever experience. It was just kind of like, why would you go anywhere without Anaya?
Yeah, well, for me, I felt like Disney World is for an Anaya type of person.
Yeah.
It is for her.
Yeah.
She was excited about everything, and it just was like, wait. I was like, wait a minute. No, you can be this excited. Like, this is the perfect time for you to be this excited about teacups or Doc McStuffins.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. And she just is so excited. She's just learning the names and being like, oh, like, she's excited about the boat we got to get on. Just every single thing.
Just even waking up in the hotel, just everything. It was just like, oh my goodness.
And I don't know if it was Florida or the hotel or just the joy. Her skin was not scratching and itchy.
Yeah, it's actually really frustrating because in Florida, like Anaya I think a lot of people know that she has eczema, and so when she's home, she's scratching pretty often.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes she's not, sometimes she is, but a lot of times she is. In Florida, we did not see that girl scratch one bit.
And her
skin was super smooth. It was just great. But then as soon as we get back home, it's like you can see a flare up happening.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess we got to move to Florida. I don't know if it's the humidity or what.
Definitely not moving anywhere on the East Coast.
I was just kidding. It was a joke.
I'm going to have to get a text
Even
message
though,
from
like,
God
I don't know.
himself.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know. For Anaya's skin, I might do some things.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, let's hop into these words of affirmation. What are words of affirmation, babe?
Words of affirmation are an opportunity for you guys to let us know how you're digging us.
Yeah. So what you appreciate about the podcast. I just want to tell you that I know some of you guys send in the voicemails via Anchor. You see them if you scroll down to the show notes, you'll see a link. You can send a voicemail that way, a voice memo that way. You can also call us on our Google phone number, 760-335-6643. Or you can leave a Instagram DM. It's a little voice option there, and you can send it there. Some of you guys have been leaving the most beautiful reviews on podcast app
on Apple.
Yeah, and I've been reading them, and it's just been like so encouraging that you guys value what we do so much. So words of affirmation is your voices calling in, sending them in, and just telling us what you dig about the podcast for just like a minute. And here are our words of affirmation.
Hi, Glen and Yvette.
What we're gonna do right here is go back.
Hi, Glen and Yvette. My name is Nadia, and I'm listening from the UK, but I'm originally from the Caribbean, Turks and Caicos Islands to be exact. I've recently discovered the How Married Are You podcast, and I've been binge watching and listening over the past few days. It's safe to say I am hooked on this podcast, and I love the conversations you are having.
And you don't stop to the beat, y'all. And you don't stop. A freak, y'all. And you don't stop to the beat, y'all. And you don't stop.
You are having, especially the difficult ones. I guess I had this fairy tale view of marriage, and now that I'm in a relationship where the topic of marriage comes up frequently, this podcast has helped me to understand what it really takes to have a godly marriage, and for that I'm so grateful. Keep doing what you're doing, and love you both so much.
Thank you so much for those words of affirmation. They mean the world to us. I don't know. I can't get enough of those. Please keep sending those in. And don't be shy about it, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little voice memo. Hey, what's going on? My name is, and just, tell us how we helped or how we inspire you. But we're going to hop into these dilemmas. You ready, babe?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so this first one, I've already responded to this young lady, but I wasn't going to actually say it on the podcast, but I think I want to bring it up just because I want to make sure that we just bring it up. So, this young person said, I am wondering if I could get some quick advice. I follow you because I love your family and the positive messages y'all spread about Black love and family. It's mad inspirational, and I watch the videos when I'm in need of some happiness. Chocolate babies never fail. And I love how transparent you guys are. So I'm in this situation where I'm constantly being abused, sexually, physically, and emotionally. I'm in it because my family says everyone has trials and tribulations, and they are all I have. So I tried to say now, we got a daughter. On the way, and I don't want to do it alone, but I can't trust him around her. Do you and Glenn have any suggestions? And so the reason that I am bringing this up is because I feel like if you are being abused sexually, physically, and emotionally, the answer to me is obvious. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't want to undermine any kind of emotions.
Like her, right?
Yeah, any kind of things that you guys may personally be dealing with. But flee, run, leave, get out. Like, you do not have to stay in an abusive relationship. And if your family says you go through trials and tribulations, whatever, you do not have to keep yourself in a situation where you are being abused. And you definitely have all the rights to protect your children from abuse or the potential of abuse.
Yeah. I would say, if you're being abused, because you said sexually, physically, and emotionally, but if it's either or, so any of those ways,
Yeah.
you should not be in the relationship. And I don't know, I don't know what type of family, encourages someone to stay in a situation that is kind of bad, and just because someone may be good in one area, like maybe they provide a lot of money, or maybe they are, a pleasure to be around, or very handsome, or whatever the situation is, don't you believe for a second that you can't find something better. I knew that Yvette was a great option. Like, I wanted to be with her, but I knew that if it didn't work, I was going to get what God had for me, not what I expected. And there was nothing wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just knew that, like, God has done so much. Like, he can do that. And sometimes the situation is just being away from that person. You have to make sure that people understand what you allow. Like, you can't allow certain things to happen in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had to move away from toxic relationships because they were abusive, and I gave that person an ultimatum: either you stop or I leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, either you stop, and they were like, well, I get to do whatever I want to do. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm cool with you never being in my life again. Are you cool with that? Yeah. Okay, cool. And I'm like totally fine with never seeing that person again. And some people think that just because, that person is close to you, or that person has impregnated you, or that person has done this and this and this, that they have earned a right to disrespect you. And Evelyn from the Internet's actually posted something that says, adults think it's disrespectful when you don't allow them to disrespect them. Like, most people, like, who have some type of authority or whatever, like, they think they have a right to disrespect and treat you in a way that, you have to set the standards of what you are allowed to do to me. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that the audience is allowed to say. I delete people off my channel super fast because I don't believe that they have a right to comment on certain things about my life. You know what I'm saying? And this is my atmosphere, my space. And so if you're going to verbally abuse me with your words, you wouldn't stand a second in my face and say it to my face. So you're not going to say it online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to protect your energy from toxic people, toxic thoughts, physical, anything. You deserve better. You deserve better.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to start with such a heavy one.
No, we needed to hit that. I know it's probably 10 other people dealing with that.
Yeah. Okay, so this next one is entitled $10,000 in debt for my boyfriend. Hey, Glen and Yvette. I'll keep this short as I can. It's not short. I'm a 23-year-old. Oh, poor thing, 23. I'm a 23-year-old working full-time to support myself. I've been living with my boyfriend of a year and a half for, well, almost a year and a half. Wow. So they've been boyfriend and girlfriend for a year and a half and living together just about that same length. We moved extremely quick, and that has definitely caused some problems. My biggest concern is that my boyfriend lets me foot the bill for both our lives. When we first started dating, I would buy him groceries or pay for dinner because it's just in my nature to give the shirt off my back. Mind you, he has a great job making quite a bit more money than me. He's very bad with his money and often asks me to help him pay for things while he moves some things around. Oh, she has that in quotes. Move some things around. and promises to pay me back. Long story short, in over a year, I have gone into about $10,000 worth of debt, not including my student loans. This sounds crazy because it is. I'm not going to lie. A lot of this is my fault. When we moved into our new place, I put over $1,000 worth of furniture on my credit card with the promise that he would pay me back for half. He never did. I've paid for his full sleeve tattoo, his car problems, and I continue to buy all the groceries and household items. He offers to pay for things 1 out of 10 times, but only ever remembers the one time he pays and uses this against me when I try to talk about money. He says that I'm keeping score when it comes to money and that he doesn't do that much to me, and therefore he has no way to prove what he pays for. Oh, so he's not keeping receipts like she's keeping receipts. Literal receipts. Where do I leave off? I'm so sorry. He says that I'm keeping score when it comes to money and that he doesn't do that much to me, and therefore he has no way to prove what he pays for. This was in reference to me showing him the list of over $1,000 worth of items he's had me buy for him in the last few months.
Oh, she kept that list. Oh, she got Beleaf receipts.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Which he thought was me being petty, but in all reality, I'm just trying to protect myself and my money now. Even when I was temporarily out of a job and he was still working, he would still ask me to pay for things. My problem is that this is our only problem. We have so much fun together. He's kind and loyal and has supported me emotionally through the hardest times of my life. But the way he views money is so unbelievably selfish that I don't know how this will ever work long term. My heart is to be a stay-at-home mother one day, but how can I ever count on him to support us financially if he won't even pay for dinner now? Is this something he can grow out of? He's 25 and I know he's not yet a man, but this is a monster of my own making.
Let me stop you right there. What?
I'm almost done. Just let me finish the email.
Okay.
He's 25 and I know he's not yet a man, but this is a monster of my own making, and I'm worried he'll never be able to view me differently now that I've established that I'm a sucker who will continue to let him take advantage of me in that way. That was a run-up sentence. I know the obvious answer is to leave him, but I truly believe he's going to be an amazing father, and he takes care of my heart even if it doesn't take, so sorry, this is not funny. I'm so sorry. He takes care of my heart even if he doesn't take care of my wallet.
That's funny.
And I just don't know if that's enough. Any advice will help. I'm tired and out of hope and out of money. Love you both.
We love you back.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Which are broke. Just joking. Hey guys, Beleaf here from Beleaf in Fatherhood and How Married Are You? And I know you're sitting here like, what is happening to my podcast? But I want to let you know that we finally have our first sponsors for the How Married Are You podcast. And this episode is brought to you by the Bible Study, the easy way to study the Word. Grow deeper in your faith and experience God using the Bible Study by Zach Windahl. I met Zach Windahl a few months back. We sat down over breakfast and he told me all about how the Bible Study was transforming the lives of people who wanted to know more about God and the Word of God. Finally, you can study the Bible without feeling overwhelmed. What's included? A daily and weekly guide that walks you through the Word, growing you as a Christian and transforming your heart and mind in the process. Also, in-depth questions that help you strengthen your relationship with God, yourself, and others. Colorful and engaging pages to draw you in and create excitement for studying the Bible and connecting with God. Now, this is all hearsay for me because I actually gave my only copy away to a friend of ours, but I'm ordering another one today, getting 10% off using the coupon code HMAY for How Married Are You? That's HMAY at thebiblestudy.shop. All right.
Where do we start? $10,000?
I gotta let you start, babe.
Babe, that's a lot of money. $10,000.
Yeah, it is a lot of money.
You know what I want to say to you, who I will not name? I'm proud of you for at least acknowledging the fact that you created a monster. You are taking responsibility for your part in enabling this young man to just, what do you call them when they just, I'm going to be nice.
Frivolous. What do you mean?
I was going to say something else. Anyway, So I'm proud of you for taking ownership of your part in this. I'm also, the whole like list of over $1,000 worth of items in just the last few months. Mind you, you guys have been together.
Well, she got a spreadsheet.
I mean, can you blame her? After so long, you're gonna have to keep a spreadsheet.
If I knew how to have a spreadsheet, I would have spreadsheets against you too.
I believe
if I knew how to work Excel,
I believe you.
Oh my goodness.
I believe you. You don't even. It wasn't until he got in a relationship with me that he got any of the Microsoft Office apps.
Yeah, because if I would have known Excel, you'd have been exposed.
Anyways, I don't know, babe. I'm like, okay, yes, he takes care of your heart. You guys have fun together. Those are important things. But there's also another person who can take care of your heart and have fun with you and provide and take care of his own wallet. So I don't know. You said the obvious thing is for you to leave, and I don't know that it's necessarily the obvious thing for you to do, but I do think that there's like Dave Ramsey out there. Y'all could take a Financial Peace University class together.
Forget Dave Ramsey. Let's tell him about Anthony O'Neill.
Well, Anthony O'Neill works for Dave Ramsey.
Okay, but
Anthony O'Neill's my brother.
Yeah, he's got a book coming out.
Really yeah.
Soon. Yeah.
Is it out?
No.
Or no? Oh yeah,
it's out for pre-order.
It's out for pre-order. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. Is this something he can grow out of? Yes, it is. Do you believe that? I believe that.
I think the issue is her.
Ooh. So sorry for that high note, y'all.
Yeah, I think the issue is her.
Somebody's cussing me out right now.
My biggest concern is that my boyfriend lets me fit the bill for everything. Okay. So she said that he is really bad with money. But she got herself into $10,000 in debt. She bad with money too. Can we just put that out there?
You know what, babe? That's a good point.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
No, the problem is,
it's not like she was paying cash. She was paying credit cards.
This is how we going to break this down.
Okay, go ahead, babe.
This is how I feel.
You do you.
All right, so I'm really glad that she was able to, have this conversation and even think about all this and keep her receipts. But I don't believe that you are setting yourself up for your future. Why I say this is because you're actually looking, of course he can grow out of it, but you're setting him up to be a really great stay-at-home father. If you think he's going to be a great dad, he's going to take care of your heart. He's going to be doing a lot of things around the house. He's going to be a stay-at-home dad. You're going to be making the money because you're the one that's good with the money. You're not giving him the responsibility to own that part of the relationship. You're going to be a great mom. The only problem is that your boyfriend is your son. You're taking care of a grown man and you're saying that he's not a grown man. No, he's a grown man. He just hasn't matured enough in his finances. And that is okay. You know what I mean? For some people. But if you're someone who's keeping this many receipts, that ain't okay with you. This is an area that's obviously very close to your heart. And it's closer than the father part because he ain't got no kids yet. Y'all ain't got no kids yet. It's closer to the, clean. He probably takes good care of the house. He makes you laugh. You guys have a great time. But I would suggest that you start to weigh how important this is to you. Because if security is something you care about, we're not talking about money. We're talking about the fact that you don't feel safe and you don't feel like you could be taken care of. And when we start to think about that, that weighs on your trust with him. And so we're not just talking about money. We're talking about trust and a lack of leadership. And so the money is a symptom. The money issue is a symptom. And the whole thing is like, you don't feel safe. And I don't know if you should be with someone you don't feel safe with. Sounds like a really great buddy. Someone you high five in the hallways when you're in high school. But I don't really necessarily know if this is the person you give your heart to at this point. Now, this is where it kind of gets icky, is that if I live with you, right, I live with my wife, her money's my money. You know what I'm saying? My money's her money. So we don't really keep track of stuff like that. Right, babe? Mm-hmm. Right. It's all in a big pot. And if I'm him,
I ain't got no money. There's nothing to keep track of.
I mean, but there was a point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you do have money. Anyway.
Because your money's my money.
Yeah, exactly. But let's not, come on now.
I'm just saying, we can't keep track because I don't.
Yeah, but money. you are a necessary part of this, what I do.
Amen,
you
brother.
Made the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Amen, brother. But those checks be having your name on them.
They got to believe in Fatherhood LLC. Anyway, so you interrupted me. What was I saying?
I'm so sorry.
What was I saying?
You're saying when you live together as husband and wife.
Yeah, when you live together as husband and wife, the rules are different, and so you guys are playing house. When you're playing house, he's got a different definition of what the rules are, and man, I bought the couch, and he's like, no, we bought the couch. We both sit on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Who cares where the money came from? And you like, well, the receipt right here. I'm the one that got this out my thing, and you think you're gonna get that $10,000 back? Shorty, you ain't getting that money back. That money is gone.
Especially if you don't have receipts for all the $10,000, because he's gonna be like,
it don't even matter. He's not paying it back. He's like, why are you tripping? Like, I love you. Don't I treat you right? Aren't I worth that?
Don't we have fun together?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you gotta let this L. You gotta take this L, sis. Ooh. You gotta take this L. Get a part-time job. Babysit. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do to pay off that debt. But I wouldn't give up on the relationship. I think he just needs to grow up. Mm-hmm. He needs to feel the pain.
And like you said, they both do. Because I didn't even think about that part, about the whole, you went into debt for him. But, it's not only for him. She had to live in that apartment too. So she's paying for.
They better go to Offer Up to get a couch. Ain't nobody telling them to get a brand new couch.
Glenn found a kitchen table on Offer Up, and he won't let it.
You better Offer Up.
He got our kitchen table from Offer Up, and he's so proud of it.
Not a kitchen table. It's a kitchen table with a leaf in it, so the table expands, first of all. And it has 4 chairs and a bench. Are you kidding me?
Yo, he's so proud of it.
$300? Are you crazy?
I'm so proud of him. I'm
proud of me. I don't never go on stuff like that. But you gotta find it. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you didn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think the money issues are all right. So if you have the smarts about money, you got to protect it like it's yours, and allow that to be a teaching thing to him. Well, actually, I'm saving for my future, whoever I marry. That's what I'm saving for. So that money is for that. I don't know what we're doing, but this money right here, this $5,000 I got sitting in the bank that you see. You know what I'm saying? That I'm stacking away. That's for my future. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know who gonna put the groceries in the house though. This my lunch meat. It got my name on it. I would start putting my name on stuff.
That's petty.
That is petty, but she already keeping receipts. I hate this. This sucks.
Yeah,
because it doesn't have to be this awkward. It doesn't have to be this weird. It can get better, but it's gonna be tough, and you're gonna feel it. And it's going to be awkward.
I was going to say, it's going to be really awkward.
And you're going to have to be a mom.
Yeah. But I do think getting some financial literacy, becoming financially literate is very valuable for both of you guys.
Yeah. Take financial peace together.
Yeah.
I would do that. I would take financial peace or the Money Maven. My homegirl Patrice Washington, she has really good stuff to go through. So I would do some research and go through a course. What I said, all that stuff I said before was kind of like my initial reaction. Now bringing back some common sense, you can grow and learn with him. He's just going to have to slow. You're going to have to slow down for him a little bit. I have a friend. She really loved this guy. He really loved her. He wanted to marry her. She knew that he wanted to marry her, but she said, look, don't propose to me until you pay off all your debt. I'm not gonna marry you unless you got unless you're debt free. And she helped him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. And she helped him get it together. And we went to his debt free party, and that was like the catalyst for us getting debt free. And so I think that you should really be a real friend and a real partner and a real lover, and say, listen, I love you and I care about you. You make me laugh. But this issue right here, we can't really move forward. And that's going to be a check to his heart. He's going to have to deal with that. And if he can't deal with that, you're really going to see if he's really about it, if he's really about you or not. But I would definitely, I would definitely take a course.
Yeah, I'm really curious what he's spending his money on, because you said he has a great job and he's making quite a bit more money than you. So it's kind of like, well, if he's making more money than you, why isn't he? Why? Yeah, I just don't understand. So there's definitely, like, if he's spending his money on shoes or clothes or whatever, then he's just gonna have to sacrifice some of those things for the time being.
Yeah. He's gonna have to take that L. Oh well. I think this gets better. I think you really should let that money go. Because that's y'all debt now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is a $10,000 lesson, or this is a $10,000 investment into his financial literacy. Is what I think. You know.
And you said you're tired and you're out of hope, and I don't think you have to be out of hope. I think there's still hope. So yeah.
She taking her food to work, hiding it from her boyfriend. No, she going over her mama's house using the fridge. Like, she's trying like to save. I feel like it's a little bit of like possessiveness, or maybe kind of like, I don't know. Cause I remember when we got together and I was making $500 a month. All right. That's what I'm talking about. So last podcast I talked about tithing 4 digits. You talking about $50 a month I was tithing. That was hard. Anyway, you came through. You were just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you held me down. My car broke down. You let me borrow your car.
I didn't go into debt for you.
You didn't go into debt for me, and I didn't ask you to. You had enough debt on your own. Will you want to talk about it? No. Yeah.
Student loans, babe.
Okay.
Anyway. I will never hear. I'll be 95. You remember when you had those student loans, Yvette?
Yeah.
That's how you gonna sound. Yeah. You're gonna be wheelchairs and canes. Actually, no, we're gonna be vibrant 95-year-olds. Shoot. When I die, my tie is gonna have writing on it that says, "Make sure you check her student loans." That's what I say on my tombstone. Check the student loans. You paid him off for the next guy. Yeah. Oh, wow. Dang. You're the one that went there. Yeah, I guess. It was funny. Anyway, how married are you? I'm so married. This is kind of really old, but a while back, I was in Target and I was getting a bunch of stuff, and I was on my way to the checkout lane, and I had this thought. I should get Glen some 5 energy drinks. And so I turned around and I was like, like right there. Turned around, went back, got you some 5-hour energy drinks. Thanks, babe. And then left them on your desk, and you remember that? Yeah, that was I really appreciate that. Yeah. Sometimes I just be so tired and I wake up and I'm like, man, I just got to get back to it. And then like to see that little thing, it's like a light of a little glimpse of hope. It's like, man, I can do this. Very thoughtful. Babe, how married are you? I'm still on my lawn, the lawn. The grass. I don't know what's going on back there. Apparently I need to sod. I need to get something called sod and lay down some sod. You never heard of sod? I never had to say the word sod. I heard people say it. I know what it is. I seen it on HGTV. And it's kind of like, I don't really pay attention to this part. I think that should be another podcast topic. This whole because we've been homeowners. We owned a condo, but going from a condo to a single family home, it's
some BS,
some.
man. It's not BS, but it's kind of like, oh, that is my responsibility.
Yeah.
And where do I find the electrician? And how do you spell handyman? Like, I just don't know these people.
With a wire with an eye.
And it's like, do I have to do this? Like, am I now responsible for learning how to fix the washer machine?
And then how about we went and got our air conditioning installed, and it's trying to cool off outside.
Man, I was so happy. Like, yeah, we go ahead and get the AC. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's hot around here. And I was like, man, because it was extremely hot.
Was
and the baby was sweating, and the vaulted ceilings, and the kids would be so hot, and if it just was crazy.
Yeah, it was bad.
And the sun would be sitting on one side of the house, and the kids would be baking.
Yeah.
And I was like, enough of this, Satan. It's time to go ahead and cool off this house. One day of like extreme heat. It got cold. It got so cold. I was like, what is happening, man? We missed
our window of opportunity.
Yeah, but I feel good for next summer.
I was about to say, I was like, you know what? At least we're prepared for next summer, because if we're broke as I don't know what next summer, then at least we have air conditioning.
Yeah, man, climate change is happening. Global warming is only getting hotter out here, so I ain't gonna be out, because we had a portable AC, and we had it in the office, and I had that joint
Glen
cranking.
was the only one cool in this house.
I was cranking it because y'all took my fan.
But you want to know something? I did start to feel bad, because I think I was in here one day when the oven was on, because basically this is Glen's office, but on the other side of this wall is the kitchen. And so the oven was on. I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, I kept telling her, I was like, why do you have to freaking cook everything in the oven? It's hot outside, and everything has to go in the oven, everything. And it was so irritating. She was making everything in the oven. And I was like, just put it on the stove. And she would just like,
I didn't get it.
She didn't get it until she had to sit in this hot room on the other side. It's just baking it.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah. And so home ownership,
Yeah.
that needs to be another podcast.
It does.
Sure.
Because it's like, I think a lot of times we romanticize the idea of being a homeowner or being an entrepreneur or doing just a bunch of different things that are glamorized. And it's really, maybe it's okay to rent.
No, it's absolutely not okay to rent. For me, if you rent, go ahead and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're one of those globetrotters and you just go and travel the world. But with 4 kids, we're going to have some equity. We're going to have a little bit of land.
It was a flippant statement.
It wasn't funny. We haven't even been here 6 months.
I wasn't saying it was funny.
Yeah, well, you laughed. All right. And that's just how married we are.